The video game industry moves fast, but we move faster. This is the Turbo Button Show with Darien and Jacob.
Hello and welcome to episode 22 of the Turbo Button Show, my lucky number, for February 2nd, 2017.
Wait, 22 for 2-2.
No, it'd have to be 3.
Oh.
3.
Oh, okay. Next time.
Yeah. It's like my lucky number day today.
Okay.
But,
Why? First of all, I'd like to know why.
The number 22 is my favorite number. My birthday's on January 22nd, and a lot of people missed it.
I got you trading cards.
Yeah. But let's not focus on that. I'm here with Jacob. How are you doing today?
I'd give today a 6 out of 10.
Okay, and if you didn't know me, I'm Darien.
Oh, you're really enthusiastic today, Darien.
I am.
I'm Darien.
Yeah,
Come
I'm
on,
Darien.
man. Do we have any exciting news stories today to talk about?
It's okay news, but it's pretty big. Pretty big. Big.
Why are you focusing on the word big, you weirdo?
I'm waiting for you to say, it's huge.
It's huge. We have the best video game news. Our video game news will be the best because I hire only the best people to find it.
That's right.
Is that good enough?
Yeah, sure.
We get our obligatory Trump out of the way.
Ew. So the first news story we're going to cover today is Sony related.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Sony.
Was it the fact that their profits weren't very good this quarter?
Nope.
Oh, that's a shame because that happened.
Yeah. The Last Guardian just came out.
What was it? 2 months ago? Not
Yeah,
even?
2 months ago.
December something?
Yep, December something. I don't remember the release date. I still have to get it. But it got a permanent price drop, both digitally and physically. It went from $60 to $40.
Talking USD here.
Yep.
So, why?
Why
do you think?
Most of the time when a publisher does this, it's usually just the company had higher expectations for it, and it didn't meet those expectations.
No, it did not. I mean, it got some decent reviews, nothing amazing. The content's really not that amazing. But I see it much better of a game as a budget title.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like...
Darien's phone's going off in the recording, even though right before we started recording, I told him, hey, man, you should put your phone in airplane mode. And he said, nah, man, there won't be any issues.
Shut up, Jacob. But...
Look how professional this guy is.
This is going to be an ongoing issue, Jacob. This will be. But it looks like a PS4 game. It does look like a PS4 game, but it looks like it controls, and I've kind of fiddled around with it a little bit. It does control like a early generation PlayStation 3 game.
Yeah, with a camera straight from the PlayStation 2.
Yeah. I mean, the company, it's...
Jeez, man, now you're making me remember their name. Oh, I don't remember.
Eco Project?
Team Eco?
Yeah, Team Eco.
Ico. Please don't shoot me for that, whichever one you go with.
I don't really care because that game...
I call it Ico.
I call it Eco. I don't know. I played Shadow of the Colossus because, it's kind of depressing. Which
Shadows of the Colossus also has a bad camera, but that's another story.
That game's epic, though.
Yes, this game is... close.
It's cool. Like, you have this big bird dog. I don't even know what to call it.
The game's really just... It's Ico again. Eco. Sorry.
But it's got really intense AI where it actually acts and you have to try to coax it out of being it.
It's Ico almost 15 years later, and you take cute little girl and replace her with Doge.
Plus better AI.
It was worth the wait, right?
I don't know.
Maybe not.
I'll wait till it's $20.
I did not see this game selling that well. I think nothing could live up to the hype of being in development for over 10 years.
No.
But I think it especially missed the mark. I mean, not as bad as other legendary vaporware titles, Duke Nukem Forever. It's still a good game, but it's not a great game.
It could have done better, but I mean, it was like shifted between studios, and just time and many people working on it. There's no real focus. But it's a game.
It's a game. It got a price drop. If you're interested in it, maybe pick it up now.
Yeah, it looks fun. It looks interesting. I wouldn't buy it for like, oh my god, AAA experience. I'd buy it for just the experience.
Who knows, guys? Maybe if enough people buy it, it'll be enough. They'll make enough money to make Shadows of the Colossus 2 releasing in 2033,
or re-release an HD collection for the PlayStation 4.
They had to do that on PS3 though.
Yeah, they could have all 3 of the games on PS4 on one disc. Yeah.
Next.
But let's go on to the next
What's
news
next,
story.
man? Come on. We took that story and we said, you're a good boy. And then we're like, no, you're not. You're no longer a cool bird dog. You made it not cool to like The Last Guardian. Congratulations. What's next?
Psyonix has announced Rocket League toys.
Okay. I've seen images of these Rocket League toys. They're little, basically Hot Wheels cars, right?
Yeah,
that's how you'd probably describe them.
They partnered with Zag Toys. I've never heard of them. And they're making a line of pullback racers. That's what they're calling them.
Mm-hmm.
That are basically just the in-game cars physically. You pull them back. I hate those things with a passion.
It's cool seeing, another indie-ish. Is it technically an indie studio? Now I need to question myself on that.
They were. I don't even know. They have such...
I'd consider Rocket League close to being an indie game.
It was originally an indie game, but
Reg-
I feel like it's kind of revoked that title.
Yeah, regardless of that whole area, it's good to see more video games getting merchandise and, for something that actually makes sense for merchandise.
Yeah.
It's a game about cars, so let's make cars.
So here's the different things about it, though, is nobody knows if it's going to be available outside of North America, which is good for us.
Yeah,
They
Suck it, Europe.
They will include a code for rocket trails and wheels.
So like extra items in game.
Yeah, they
I
come
can
with
get
codes
behind
for
that.
in-game stuff, and it's pretty cool. Like I could probably see myself collect a few of them, maybe.
You're a car guy. You used to collect Hot Wheels. I could see you getting behind them just because it's a video game thing and a car thing.
I'm super bummed because I missed out on the Gran Turismo Hot Wheels. I'm like,
You can still find them in some places. In
I know.
fact, I know of a local store that still sells them. Guess where we're going? Where? To that store, which I'm not going to name. I'm not going to name it because they're not a sponsor of this show.
but I think that collectible things for video games that are physical and an actual tangible object, because I don't like really buying digital things, because at any time they could remove it from the store or from a server and be like, I want to re-download my game I bought. Nope. Sorry, buddy.
So I have a comment on this. I've seen, the images of the different toys in the collection. There aren't that many as far as I'm aware. There's a decent number.
I believe it's every single vehicle that's available.
The thing, minus the licensed ones.
Yeah.
The Back to the Future and Batmobile ones.
I think.
The thing with it is, granted, I'll leave final judgment till I get one in my hands. They look kind of cheap.
Yeah.
They do look kind of cheap, but hopefully they'll be nice and at a reasonable price.
The only thing that I have a question on is, can we buy the ball?
Oh. Rocket League with toys. Miniature Rocket League set.
They could make a new game. You could put like the ball in the center of like a field. You could pull back the toy and then you hit the ball and you try to...
Now I really, really want an RC Rocket League full set with like the actual stadium and a magnetic ball that like constantly, is attached to the ground so it doesn't go flying off. But then you have to hit it around. That
RC
would be
cars
so
in a
neat.
cage. You could put them in a cage and then...
Dude. Come on, Psyonix. Find someone to partner with and do this. That'd be awesome.
We'll help you with ideas.
And we'll play it and review it and have a fun time.
Yeah.
What's next?
Well, this is going to be a very normal occasion. We're going to be talking about Nintendo Switch now. We're going to be talking about Switch until it comes out in, tomorrow's the 3rd. And then we have...
Another month.
Yeah, about a month.
Exactly.
This is the shortest month of the year, so...
It is.
This is the least painful month to wait for something. But They have finally announced their online price, even though we only know how much it is in yen. But most of the time, we don't see much of a difference in price from yen. Even though the Nintendo Switch, if you go in from the price in Japan, it's only about $260 for them. But, they don't have to worry about shipping or all that stuff. It's just built there and it's a local good, which is kind of weird to think. But it's 2,000 to 3,000 yen per year, which is approximately $17.60 to $26.40 about.
For a year.
Yeah, for a year, which is roughly half the amount you pay for a year subscription to Xbox Live or PlayStation Network Plus or whatever.
Which, with deals, you can probably find those for like $45.
Yeah, and I mean, Nintendo's doing a weird move. They still haven't really explained how the online will fully work, if there's going to be a full functioning online environment on the Switch, or if it's going to be all dealt with your phone.
What do you mean, dude? What do you mean they haven't told us everything? They haven't told us anything.
They haven't told us much.
We have so little info.
Like, if this is my kind of thing, is if like they're gonna have just so they can chat through your phone
for $30 a year.
And
you can rent a Super Nintendo game every month. Oh, that's so dumb.
But it's not the thing that I'm going on. Is if you use voice chat, but you can still do like matchmaking, for example, on the console. I'd rather just use a thing like Discord or something like that, because I mean, Nintendo's trying to battle the thing. Oh, it's using a lot of bandwidth. It's eating up the bandwidth. But if they knew how to code this stuff right, they shouldn't have to worry, because I play my PlayStation 4, I play my PlayStation 3, and I use online chat with those things, and I really don't see a kick.
No. And, I primarily have been playing on PC, and I definitely don't have to worry about that.
And this is one thing I also see. Capcom with Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate on the Wii U, they were able to put voice chat in it, and it didn't affect a thing. I think Nintendo's just trying to control people a little bit more on trying to get people into more of the mobile market for, like, oh, we have games on mobile. We also have a bunch of apps. Look at all our apps that we're doing for mobile. So I think they should just focus on trying to do things for the console itself.
But something else?
What?
We've had occasions where in a pinch you have to use, your phone for Skype or something like that.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah.
It's not nearly as good as even a console experience.
Like, this thing gets hot. My phone gets really hot when I'm using applications that are probably going to be constantly using the screen, because supposedly, like, for Splatoon, you're supposed to be able to, like, make, like, lobbies on your phone and, like, be able to keep track of things on there while you're playing the game. But, like, if it keeps the screen on and you're chatting, the thing's going to get incredibly hot. And I don't think Nintendo's thinking everything through very much, because, these things have batteries too. And you're not going to always have them connected, even though you could just probably connect a USB to the dock and play that way. But if you're on the go, you're killing two of your devices at once.
So let's say, Darien, that they make it $30 for us in the United States and the rest of North America, around 30 USD.
Yep.
Is that a fair price for what they're asking?
Yeah, I mean, it's not as bad as a blow as it is to do the PlayStation Network, but it's justifiable for the PlayStation Network, because you get to keep games that they release, which I normally don't.
Unless you cancel your subscription.
Yeah, but then if you resume, you can have them again. That's the nice thing. But I just hope that there's going to be more discounts, maybe. Like, if they show that they're going to support with being more, like, discount giving, I don't know what word I'm trying to look for, but if they're going to have more discounts for people who are subscribed to their online service, then I could see more of a value, especially on DLC, because buying physical games on the system, I don't see that being a very viable option until we start seeing 500 gigabyte micro SD cards and 1 terabyte or even 2 terabytes being released yet. So I hope that they do the DLC route, where it takes a little bit less space up depending on the game, and whatever happens, happens.
So you would not want them to, say, charge $60 a year?
I wouldn't like that because it's not justifiable if they're only going to let us rent a game for a while with online features added. Like, seriously, Nintendo.
Oh, that's that. I mean, they might pull off something interesting with it, but it's still not worth it.
I mean, if it was $60, I would at least hope they put the money towards something good, like a more steady stream of virtual console games.
Yeah, that'll never happen. How
Because
many chances have they had to actually fill out the virtual console and not done so?
I mean, the licensing does take a little bit of money and a little bit of investment because you do have to go back and you have to reach back to the technologies and say, hey, we're going to be releasing this again, and it uses your technology. It does cost money to release them, especially if it's not Nintendo only, because, I mean, look at Star Fox on the Super Nintendo. They can't release it because of our relationship with Argonaut. It just won't happen, probably.
But Nintendo also really doesn't care about their virtual console. There's so much more they could be doing with it that they refuse to.
I feel like their virtual console market is probably going to turn into their Nintendo like classic console thing instead because, it's a physical thing. People don't have to have a super expensive console, super expensive, because the Switch really isn't that bad in price. It's just a launch price.
Well, I think we're going down too many rabbit holes, man.
Yeah, we are going down too many rabbit holes. I'm getting a little bit ranty, and everybody's saying that I think the Switch is, oh my God, I'm thinking the Switch is totally perfect and fine. No, I do have major gripes with the system, but I see more positives than negatives when you finally weigh the totals.
Is that everything?
I think so.
All right, then we're done.
I got a little.
You can get off your soapbox.
Yeah, I'll get off my soapbox.
All right. Well, you guys should let us know in the comments below. What do you think of these news stories?
Yeah, if you do like our episode, let us know in the Gaming Buzz community. I completely did not make sense to what you just said. So it's been one of those days.
You guys can subscribe to Gaming Buzz for more episodes of
Click
this
that
show
bell.
And our other shows. And click that bell like Darien rudely interrupted me saying, so you can get notifications about new videos that come out.
Yes. So you know when the Turbo Button updates come out. Those are the best. Oh, the podcast when I'm on it and Jacob's not. Those are really good too.
Bye.
See you guys later.
New episodes and other content can be found on TurboButtonShow.com. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube.